G'day gang, Danny, how's it going folks? We're back in the Elder Scrolls Online Gold Road. The Gold Road chapter. I did actually go back into the public dungeon. You may have remembered from the previous episode. I went around looking for a particular boss which didn't spawn, and I went back in this just now, just prior to this starting. And it wasn't there again, and I saw no evidence of a boss there at all. So maybe, hopefully after the next maintenance, that'll be fixed up. Oh, what is that over there? Ah, there's a boss fight. And this goes down south. It's Reaper's March. Correct, okay. Anything else down here? You'd expect to see some guards or something. Something around here, eh? Rather than just a whole bunch of supplies and nobody around. Unless that boss over there came wandering around. Let's see if there's anybody else here. Oh, there is too. Let's get involved. Oh, did he just heal up for a huge amount? I think he did. Spikes. He's down. He's splitting. That's a lot! And he healed for a lot too. We've probably got to focus, not just a couple of them, so he doesn't heal quite as much. Oh, we're cutting him down though. Cutting him down. Nice. Unless perhaps after each time he shatters and reforms, he doesn't, the regeneration or the amount of defense he has or something isn't quite as high. He seemed to heal for a decent amount there. Oh, well, that was good that we got that boss done. So having a look at our map here. What do we got? We got a lot of way shrines to miss. So I've got a thing here where I can turn all these on. I could see everything I want, but I find that just the quest is good to have. It's nice to sort of discover as we go along. So I'll keep that on for now anyway. It's over the water here. Although there's a patch of land over here that I wonder if if I can still walk over here. It's not going to cut me off. Look at this sort of grey patch. Oh, there's definitely something down there. Something right in front of us. Little township. There's a delve here. And dead things. A Spriggan cinch. Feasting on a horse. Dead stable master. Plenty of dead horses. What is this? The heck is this? Oh, and that continues onto that path. Mill's still going. Just ruin this whole area. Does that continue from... No, it seems to start, it seems to originate from there. I was wondering if that's tearing through the previous zone as well. Well, there is a delve over here. Maybe that'll offer some more clues. Just trying to see if there's any notes or anything nearby or around here. What is that? Roots? Mud clumps? Can't climb that ladder. Wildburn Spriggan Bear. Spriggans are unhappy. Maybe this chest will make me happy.
Don't underestimate us.
Recollection right in front of me. Quest over here. Quest over there.
There you are. Finally. I just want to talk.
You again! Stay away from me! Help! She's going to kill me!
No, wait! This is hopeless.
Belienne's fear? Never seen a name like that before. Belienne.
I'm such a screaming ninny when I panic. I suppose you saw that whole debacle? It's embarrassing enough for me to witness my own base emotions, let alone anyone else. I've got to pull myself together. Literally.
Were you just talking to yourself?
Obviously. Though I hoped it would go better. I was experimenting with the reflective Daedric magic in this region. I always loved mirrors. During my studies, I fractured my personality, freeing my emotions to run amok. I haven't felt right since.
You fractured your personality?
Must I repeat myself? You saw my fear earlier. I don't miss my stupid whims, but I'm not myself without my facets. They're running wild, and now they won't return to me. Maybe a stranger could convince them to come back. I'll make it worth your time.
I'll convince your facets to return to you.
I wish I didn't need my petty emotions. They only cause trouble. I'm still linked to my facets. I sense one near a river south of Skingrad. It's probably my despair. I can be rather dramatic when I'm in a doleful mood. And the water is comforting.
I have some questions.
Of course you do. Let's get on with it then. I'd rather not drag this out any longer than I have to. Although, at least my despair isn't likely to run anytime soon. I tend to wallow when the mood strikes.
What caused your personality to split?
If I knew the answer to that, do you think I would be here? Daedric magic is tricky at best, and the magic in West Weald is particularly volatile. I must have pushed my experiment too far. and shattered some element binding the spell together.
Why were you experimenting with Daedric magic?
I'm a sorceress. Daedric magic is just a tool, like a hairbrush or a dab of rouge. I was creating a spell to expedite my morning routine. Mirror magic is more powerful here. It was going swimmingly, until the mirrors shattered, and I did too.
Right. Now how am I supposed to get your facets to return to you?
Honestly, I'm not sure. Talk to them for a start. I can be quite stubborn, so I expect my facets won't come easily. Do whatever it takes to convince them to return. Appease them. Bargain with them. Tie them up for all I care. Just get them back.
Okay. Okay. The many facets. So search for Belienne's despair. Which is all the way back over there. I guess that's a when we get around to it type of quest. For now I want to check out this delve.
This place gives me the creeps.
Sure does. Haldain lumber camp. Spriggan bears. So we've got a path that goes all the way around. Sort of enters into there as well. A few paths. It's that blue-green path. Just continues. Recollection again. What are you guys up to? Oh, I saw a quest. I did see it briefly.
I was just getting started.
Oh.
Down a tree, we cut down a score of you.
Oh no. Oh no. There we go. Right up the top. Can I actually get up there? If I can get onto this without falling in there again. Mission impossible. So looking at it on the map, if we go around this way. Oh, it's just out of reach. I'm going to drop down from there. Yeah, it looks like we just drop down again. What's in here? Just somebody wanting a face full of flame? It's quite a large area. Brigands.
Nicely done.
Sky Shard.
This is gonna be fun. Bet they weren't expecting that.
It's funny though, in like a lot of the delves, it's almost like you're expected to go one way, and quite often they block you from going the other way. You can't go through a gate or something. It only opens from the other side. But when you're allowed to go the other way, sometimes it throws everything out of whack. I remember in one delve, like reading parts of a story, and I was reading it all in reverse because I decided to go left instead of right. Doesn't seem to be much over here. Just brigands. Oh, just as I say that. Dude over there. Some energies. Sky Shard is over there. Whip Vine. Absolute mess. Oh, here we go, finally. Lumber Camp Journal 1. Week 1. Haldain Lumber Camp is a successful venture. I can feel it in my bones. The wood is excellent here and competition is low. As per usual, I chose a good spot to begin logging. Production is high. The quality of the wood is unmatched. Since the trees here grew so fast, there's barely any knots or rings in them. The crew I picked know their craft. We eat well on game and the fruits of the forest. Soon we'll be able to purchase our own tools and return the packs we borrowed from the West Weald Legion. Lepida thinks the woods are dangerous, but these first few days prove her wrong. We haven't encountered any beasts or been threatened by so much as a starving bandit. I won't go as far as to say that we're blessed, but I may offer prayers to the divines tonight in thanks for this good luck. The rest of the page is tattered and torn. Well, they made a start. But there was a protest.
You need to try the spell out.
The Awful Truth About the Green Pact by Enzo Morad. Few things have shaken me to the core so much as recent revelations about the so-called Green Pact the Wood Elves follow. This horrendous practice is not the peaceful, tree-loving way of life they have convinced us it is. It is cannibalism. I know, dear reader, it's shocking, but it's true. Everyone knows the Wood Elves don't farm or eat vegetables, so what do they eat instead? Meat. A lot of it. And where exactly do you think that meat comes from? Some Wood Elf apologists say they're hunters, and they keep livestock, but I know the truth. They gorge themselves on the flesh of their fallen foes. Sometimes, they even eat each other. After all, why else would Wood Elves need to become such proficient hunters? Deer and wild boars are not very hard to catch. It's men and myrrh that are the most challenging quarry. This is also why their Green Pact has such harsh punishments for the tiniest mistakes. Stepping on a flower in the presence of Wood Elf will see you swiftly tied and trussed for dinner. When foes on the battlefield run short, they will require provisions by any means necessary. This monstrous behavior dates back to the earliest myths about the Wood Elves. That's right, their terrible god, Ifre. Blessed the act of cannibalism among the elves. The perversion of their beliefs runs deeper than the roots they claim to worship. I shudder to think what a family meal in a Wood Elf settlement looks like. I beg you, reader, for your own safety, do not approach any forest known to harbor Wood Elf settlements. Stick to familiar dirt paths and cobblestone streets where their vines do not reach. They're always looking for an easy meal, and lone travelers are particularly tasty. I did see Everly look at me a couple times, and I heard her stomach grumbling a bit. Saw her licking her lips a bit. I don't know. I don't know. Alright, let's go. Let's follow the path again. Follow it back towards the Sky Shard of the boss. Or quest. I don't actually see a boss up there, but I can only assume there is one there. Hopefully there's a second part of the journal. I mean, I checked all these buildings. I didn't see anything like a part 2 or anything like that, so... It's usually shining. Ooh, honeyberry tea. I'll learn how to make that. Go up there, check that building, and we check that building. Actually, maybe I didn't check that building fully. That doesn't look like there's anything there. Sky Shard. Get out of here. Sky Shard absorbed.
Woo! That was fun.
Now we're going a little off-road here. Place is previously cleared. Oh, I see something. Oh, that's number 3. The heck is number 2? Week 7. I won't admit it to the crew, but something may not be right here. Apart from the dead squirrels, I get reports of trees sewing themselves shut when my laborers try to chop them down. There are strange noises deep in the woods that we can never make sense of, and the shadows are getting darker at night. It sounds superstitious, but something's out there and it's not happy with our work. Worse yet, I get the feeling that it's closing in fast. More of the crew want to leave, but I can't let them go. And it's not for any selfish reasons. I'm worried if they leave, they won't make it upriver. Pages torn. There are spots of dried blood on the edges. What's up here?
Feels good to get the blood pumping.
Wonder where that
right?
second journal is. Another chest. Has anyone used the force lock? I don't think I've ever used force lock before. I might try it on the next one. I mean, the percentage is pretty low, I think, but I'm gonna give it a go. Never done it before. Ooh, the aggression of root. Screaming at me. Aggression over. That's a cool looking design. Haldain's journal. The pages before this have been ripped from the journal. There's not much for it. I won't make it outside, and I certainly won't live to hear the sounds of the market in Skingrad, or breathe air that doesn't taste of tree sap. If anyone finds this, please bring it and everything I own to my sister, Lebeda Russus. She has a room in the Fertile Respite in Skingrad. I stashed my belongings by my workbench this morning, so they should still be nearby. Don't carry my body. Lebeda doesn't need to see what's happened to me. A bag stuffed near to bursting with personal items. It smells faintly of sawdust, earth, and death. Alright, pal, I gotcha. I found a journal near to the corpse of an Imperial called Haldain. Haldain's last wish was for someone to bring his belongings to his sister in Skingrad. Haldain's sister, Lebeda Russus, has a room at the Fertile Respite in Skingrad. If I make my way there, I can fulfill Haldain's last wish. Alright, let's do that then. I don't know where the other journal is, but... it's interesting, you got that whole sort of internal spot here. Anyway, let's go back to Skingrad. I'll return the journal, and then that'll get us closer to this area, looking for Beldine's Despair. Find the room it's above. Oh, okay, that's the room we went to before. Lebeda.
If you're here to complain about that pamphlet I posted about the jungle growth blazing through the countryside, I'm not overreacting. You just aren't seeing the danger it poses to everyone working outside of Skingrad.
Are you Haldain's sister, Lebeda Russus?
Oh, tell me he didn't send you. Just because I believe that the new forest isn't natural and poses a danger to West Weald doesn't mean that I don't support his business. I'm happy it's fruitful, but this forest isn't good for anyone.
Haldain's dead. I found these near his body. He wanted you to have them.
Gods. Haldain. I have to look into his death. Figure out what happened and find justice where I can. But that will be my battle. Thank you for finding me. I hope Haldain's at peace. Take this, with both of our thanks. Oh God. Haldain's really gone. I'm all right. My knees just don't seem to want to work. There's so much to do. I have to tell our parents. Oh, gods! I have to tell our parents!
Why was Haldain logging in that forest?
He said it was too good not to use. That the wood elves wouldn't mind since there were so many new trees anyway. I told him it was a bad idea, but he was so stubborn. I'll make whoever killed him pay.
There were some recollection cultists in the camp.
Well, that will help me narrow it down. No one's allowed to just attack an entire camp and get away with it. I know not everyone approves of logging, but the Weald needs lumber.
What will you do?
We try to be civilized here in Skingrad. If I have a problem with the business, I tell them or summon the guard. I don't attack their stall, but the recollection didn't choose that route. Now I'm not sure if I will either. I guess I'll find out.
Let's leave it to it. Now, we've got that self-preservation quest.